In a city plagued with gangs and crime, the famous gangster, Khaled, ruled all the gangs. Everyone was afraid to confront him, and he was known for his cruelty and tyranny. One day, while he was walking in a poor neighborhood, a brave girl named Layla insulted him in public, saying, "You are just a coward hiding behind your men." These words were a great insult to Khaled, but he held back his anger in front of the crowd. Days later, the insult incident made headlines in the local press, making Khaled look weak in front of his followers and enemies. Khaled decided to punish Layla for insulting him and began planning to visit her house. When Khaled arrived at Layla's house, he was ready to punish her with his own hands. But he was surprised by a painful scene. Her father lying on the ground, murdered, with blood covering the place. Layla's father had been killed by one of Khaled's rival gangs, who intended to send a threatening message to Khaled. Khaled was affected by the sight of the girl crying next to her father's dead body. Layla reminded him of his mother, whom he lost in a similar way when he was young. Those painful memories made him decide to change his plan. Instead of punishing Layla, Khaled decided to take care of her and take revenge on the gang that killed her father. Khaled began to implement his revenge plan. The first step was to gather information about the rival gang. He used his extensive network of informants and spies to get all the details about the gang leader, his members, and their whereabouts. At the same time, Khaled was teaching Layla how to defend herself and preparing her to be part of his plan. Layla began training in the use of weapons and martial arts, becoming stronger and braver. Khaled and Layla launched their counterattack on the rival gang. The attacks were executed with care and precision, destroying gang strongholds and killing many of their members. Khaled made sure that every step took them closer to complete revenge. Khaled and Layla arrived at the hideout of the rival gang leader. A fierce battle broke out between the two sides, with Layla playing a crucial role in the fight. They managed to kill the leader and free the area from his control. After achieving revenge, Khaled and Layla decided to start a new life. Khaled began to take care of Layla as if she were his own daughter, and gradually began to move away from the gang life. Layla turned a new page in her life and began to work to help orphans and children who lost their parents due to crime. Khaled finally found the inner peace he was looking for. He began to learn how to live away from violence and crime, and focused his efforts on building a better society. This concludes the story of Shadow of Vengeance, which reflects how a cruel gangster's heart is transformed by an incident that affected his deep feelings.